All right, so now we want to be able to search logs. We want to be able to use this up here. Now, with JSON Server, it actually gives you some really cool search functionality. You can just make a request to /logs and then add a queue parameter, which is just a query, and then whatever text you want. All right, so let's go ahead and let's first add our action. So I'm going to go to log actions, and let's go right below the update. We can go ahead and copy. Let's copy get logs because it's pretty similar. So we'll just copy the get logs action here. And then down here, right below update, let's say search logs. Okay, so search logs is going to take in a text argument here, or parameter, I should say. And then down here where it says /logs, let's do some backticks because we want to do logs and then a parameter. So $q equals and then whatever that text is. Okay, then we'll get the data. Let's go ahead and dispatch search logs. And we have to bring that in up top. We'll do that right here. All right, and then we'll go to our reducer and let's handle that. So we'll bring it in here. And let's see. We'll go ahead and put this. Let's put this right below update. All right, so we have case search logs. And we're going to return spread the current state, and all we have to do here is set logs to our action.payload, which is the response from the server. So let's save that. Now the reason you might be wondering, because in the contact keeper project, when we did our filtered, we had a whole separate piece of state called filtered, and we filled that. But the difference between that application and this one is we were actually filtering contacts that were already in our state that were pulled in from the server. What we're doing here is we're actually hitting a separate endpoint that will give us what we're searching for. All right, so we can just simply replace whatever was in logs with that payload, with what was returned from the server. If we look down and search, which is, where is it? Right here. So we're actually getting a response from here, and then we're just sending that data and we're replacing logs. So it's different than just filtering through what you already have, if that makes sense. So let's go into components, layout, and search bar, because we have some work to do here. So first off, we're going to need to connect Redux. So let's import connect. All right, and then let's bring in prop types, and let's bring in search logs action. What am I doing? Logs action. Okay, and then as for props, we just have our search logs. All right, and then let's go down here, connect, and inside connect, we're not actually getting anything from the state, so we can say null, but we do have an action to call, which is search logs. All right, and let's add our prop type. So search bar dot prop types, and we have search logs. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use the use ref hook for this to get the value from our form. So I'm going to bring that in up here. And then right above our return, let's say const text equals use ref. Default is nothing. And we just need to add on to our input. So our input right here, let's actually add a placeholder. So for placeholder, we'll say search logs. Actually, I think I had an issue with the placeholder. No, that works. Okay, so we have a placeholder. Now let's add a ref and set that to what we said above, which is text. And then we also need an onChange. And for onChange, what we're going to do is call a function called onChange. And we'll put that up here. Now, the way I'm going to have this work is we don't have a submit button. I want it to filter as we type. So as we type, it's actually going to make a request to our back end and get the the response back. So let's say search logs, and then we can get the content of the form of the input using text, because that's what we set to use ref dot current dot value. And let's save that. So that should call search logs, and we should be all set, or not. OnChange is not defined. Forgot const. Okay, so let's go up here. So let's say C, and there we go. It makes a request to the back end. We get our response, and the state gets filled. If I get rid of everything, it goes back to showing them all. We can do by name. So if I do S A, so SA, we get Sam and Sarah. If I do SAR, we just get Sarah. Okay, so that's working fantastic. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done with our logs. So we're going to move on to doing technicians. So we want to be able to add a technician by going right here, new technician. We want to be able to list them, delete them, and we want to be able to, when we click on here, have the technicians show up in this list, because right now this is just a hard-coded list. So those are the things we need to work on next. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.